ISD717 organizational and regular meeting to order on Monday, January 5th at 6:33 p.m. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Deb Polly,
Here.
Molly Maniak,
Here.
Lauren Pedersen,
Here.
Corinne Hennon,
Here.
Jenny Kuski,
Here.
Christina Olson,
Here.
Matt Bertrang.
Here.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is let's see, consideration of the agenda. There's no changes to the agenda. I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda as published.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a second?
Second.
Matt?
He can have it.
Okay. Good. Any discussion, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Nobody has indicated public comment. Okay, the next item is organizational meeting. And we always start off this part of it with a reading of our job, our role as school board members. So they're up there. They're also in your board book. I have a printed copy. So we'll just do round robin. And I'll start. So as a member of the school board, I will attend school board meetings.
Come to the meetings prepared for discussion of the agenda items.
Listen to the opinions and views of others, including but not limited to other school board members, administrators, staffs, students, and community members.
Vote my conscience after informed discussion unless I abstain because of a conflict of interest exists.
Support the decision of the school board even if my position concerning the issue was different.
Recognize the integrity of my predecessors and associates and appreciate their work.
Be primarily motivated by a desire to provide the best possible education for the students of my school district.
Inform myself about the proper duties and functions of a school board member.
In performing the proper functions of a school board member, I will focus on education policy as much as possible.
Remember, my responsibility is to set policy and not implement policy.
Consider myself a trustee of public education and do my best to protect, conserve, and advance its progress.
Recognize that my responsibilities, exercises through the actions of my school board as a whole is to see the schools are properly run and not to run them myself.
Work through the superintendent, not over or around the superintendent.
Delegate the implementation of the school board decisions to the superintendent.
To maintain relations with other members of the school board, I will respect the rights of others to have and express opinions.
Recognize that authority rests with the school board in legal session, not with the individual members of the school board, except as authorized by law.
Make no disparaging remarks in or out of school board meetings about other members of the school board or their opinions.
Keep an open mind about how I will vote on any proposition until the board has met and fully discussed the issue.
Make decisions by voting in school board meetings after all sides of debatable questions have been presented.
Insist that committees be appointed to serve only in an advisory capacity to the school board.
In meeting my responsibilities to the community, I will attempt to appraise and plan for both the present and future educational needs of the school district and community.
Attempt to obtain adequate financial support for the school district's programs.
Insist that business transactions of the school district be ethical and open.
Strive to uphold my responsibility and accountability to the taxpayers in my school district.
In working with the superintendent of schools and staff, I will hold the superintendent responsible for the administration of the school district.
Give the superintendent authority commensurating with his or her responsibilities.
Assure that the school district will be administered by the best professional personnel available.
Consider the recommendation of the superintendent in hiring all employees.
Participate in school board action after considering the recommendation of the superintendent and only after the superintendent has furnished adequate information supporting the recommendation.
Insist the superintendent keep the school board adequately informed at all times.
Offer the superintendent counsel and advice.
Recognize the status of the superintendent as the chief executive officer and a non-voting ex officio member of the school board.
Refer all complaints to the proper administrative officer or insist that they be presented in writing to the whole school board for proper referral according to the chain of command.
Present any personal criticisms of employees to the superintendent.
Provide support for the superintendent and employees of the school district so that they may perform their proper functions on a professional level.
In fulfilling my legal obligation as a school board member, I will comply with all federal, state, and local laws relating to my work as a school board member.
Comply with all school district policies as adopted by the school board.
Abide by all rules and regulations as promulgated by the Minnesota Department of Education and other state and federal agencies with jurisdictions over school districts.
Recognize that school district business may be legally transacted only in an open meeting of the school board.
Avoid conflict of interest and refrain from using my school board position for personal gain.
Take no private action that will compromise the school board or administration.
Guard the confidentiality of information that is protected under applicable law.
Okay, thank you for that. Moving on, the next item we have is the organizational part of the meeting. The first item is elections of officers. So I will now seek motions for nomination of a chairperson of the board.
I'll make a motion to nominate Deb Pauley as the chair. I think you do a fabulous job at it.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Third time, are there any other nominations? If not, thank you. I'm elected by acclamation. Thank you. Next, we'll take nominations for vice chair.
I would nominate Lauren for vice chair.
Isn't it Molly?
It is me right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll nominate Molly.
Okay.
Matt doesn't like me. He didn't give me a Christmas card, remember?
Well, it's hard to remember who does what all the time.
It was a month ago.
I hold on to grudges.
Zing.
Just kidding.
Okay, so, so currently we have Molly as vice chair and Lauren as secretary. But we have nominations now for, are there any other nominations?
I could really throw a monkey wrench in this, but I'm not gonna.
Well, you could
I'm not going to.
withdraw your name if you
Oh,
want to.
I
if
can, do you mind if I withdraw?
You're perfect.
I like clerk. I like clerk.
Okay, so Lauren has withdrawn her name. Are there any other nominations for vice chair? Are there any other nominations for vice chair? If not, Molly is our vice chair by acclamation. Thank you. Now we'll take nominations for clerk, and I'll nominate Lauren, who does a good job. You all do a good job. Are there any other nominations?
You're gonna get your hand slammed. Just kidding.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, Lauren is our clerk by acclamation. Now I will take nominations for treasurer.
Who's the current treasurer?
Corinne.
Do you like it, Corinne?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll nominate Corinne.
Okay, we have a nomination for Corinne for treasurer. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, Corinne, congratulations. By acclamation, you are our treasurer again. Good, then we don't have to change all the signatures on all the checks. Thank you. Okay, now on to establishments. Typically, we do establishments in one bulk motion, but because some of the items we want to discuss, have discussion about, so we're going to do each one individually. And the first one is 2.1. So it's the establishment of the treasurer's bond at $100,000. Superintendent Evenson, you want to speak to that?
This is the number that we've had in place for the past several years. Our finance director has not indicated that we need to make any changes or increases, so I would recommend approving.
Okay. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the treasurer's bond at $100,000.
Lauren, is there a second?
I'll second. Jenny?
Jenny, thank you. Any discussion, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Our depositories have not changed. They're Franson Bank, Riverland Bank, Mid-Slaff, which is Minnesota School District Liquid Acquisition. Liquid Acquisition. Liquid Asset Fund.
There it is.
Okay.
Liquid Asset Fund, thank you. Hometown Bank and Minnesota Trust. So, no changes to
changes.
that, okay? So I will entertain a motion to approve those as our depositories.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Lauren, discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the next one is our newspaper. We had a presentation at our last workshop meeting. In the past, Henderson Independent has been our newspaper, our legal newspaper. And we had a discussion about going to using our website, which would save the district money. And actually, I did have a call from Denise Dietrich today about the law that's in place, so she's doing some more research on that. Right now, we have the legal authority to use our school website for our legal notices. So I'll open it up. No, first I'll entertain a motion from somebody.
I'll make a motion to have the discussion related to the newspaper and having our website be our official legal notice.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Molly? Okay, now I'll open it up for discussion.
I have a question.
Yes?
So I think that there are some people that may not go out to the district page. Would it be helpful to possibly also have the city page be a appropriate place to put notifications? Like people who are not completely engaged in the schools or involved in the schools, but maybe more in tune to city stuff, maybe. I mean, I'm not saying like no to the school. I'm just trying to think outside the box for something other because newspapers aren't an option.
Yeah. I think it's something that we could talk about. I will say the city does a really good job of sharing almost everything we share.
Okay.
They, especially in the last 2 years, it's really been, I would say, a good partnership of the communication. We try to share their stuff too. But it's something we can talk about.
If nothing else, it might be a good topic for our city school,
Yeah.
next city school meeting.
Okay.
At a minimum, we probably wouldn't actually post our legal notices on their site, but we could
Like
put
provide
the
them a
link.
link.
Put the link.
Put the link.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We talked about like having flexibility that if we needed to adopt one, we could do that. Do we have to put that in the motion or no?
I
Yes,
would-
we do.
I can add that to my motion.
Can I make a recommendation?
Yes.
Is that allowed? My recommendation would be, just as proposed, to utilize our website, pending legislation. If there are any legislative changes, we could always default back to the Henderson Independent, should we need to. So I would definitely support moving to the website with a note that says, should something change legislatively, we could default back. That way you don't have to have a meeting to do that, and knowing that that's really our only option.
So should I amend my motion
To what she just said, yes.
to what Renee just said is the school district with Henderson
Yes.
as our fallback should the legislation make some
Change.
new change law that doesn't help us?
That makes sense.
You want to re-second?
Second. Again.
Okay.
What happens if the Henderson goes out of business?
Pardon me?
What happens if the Henderson goes out of business?
Then
Yep.
we have to try and find the next closest, and I
Okay.
don't know what that would be. I know that we did a lot of research
Yeah.
on options, and there were really
How
none.
can they mandate a newspaper if there's not newspapers?
I I believe that that's why there are lots of conversations happening. That was a very strong lobby group for a very, very long time, but I will say that there has been a cultural shift in relation to newspapers, and I think people are finally seeing that,
Yeah.
which is why we got this flexibility previously.
I do know that I believe the city uses the Star Trib, and I think Shakopee School District uses
The
the
Star
Star
Trib's
Trib.
expensive.
Very expensive.
So expensive.
And we had very few people that subscribed.
Yeah,
Very few.
it's too expensive.
But every school has the ability to like use their website.
But
Well, so the Denise Dietrich, she's the lobbyist for MSBA, called me this afternoon out of the clear blue. She didn't even know this was on our agenda tonight. But she had some questions because I had brought it up to her at actually a delegate assembly. And my understanding was that there's a law in place that school districts that don't have a viable newspaper within their boundaries, that they could use their website, but my understanding was, and I don't remember who told me, that there was, it was would sunset. And so I had spoken to Ben Bakeberg, Representative Bakeberg, and to Denise about they need to get in front of the legislature and try to get that bill extended or put it into perpetuity. So she was calling me to get clarification on that. Her understanding was that there was another law that was passed that any school district,
I think it did
Good.
open up last session. I think in 2023.
but it didn't pass, is what she said.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that we qualify.
yeah, we do.
So-
So she's gonna do more research and keep me informed, so. But for now, at least this is a step that we as a board can take, and we can, moving forward until we know more.
And save
We
money
can-
in the interim.
Yes. Good
Makes
question.
sense. Well, yeah, I was just wondering, like, what, you know,
Yeah.
like, do you have to use the Star Trib if that's like the
It
next?
it was really difficult when we were looking around, and I keep making eye contact with Elise because she did a lot of that legwork.
Right.
It was really challenging to find.
So if there's no newspaper that's located within your district boundaries, you have to have a newspaper prove that they have at least 400 subscribers. Star Tribune only has about 230.
Really?
230, that's it?
When we last checked,
Yeah.
a
In
little bit
Jordan.
over a
In
year,
Jordan.
yes.
Okay.
In our boundaries.
In our,
Like,
in our
in
district
general, I was like, oh my
boundaries,
gosh.
within our
Within the
district boundaries.
not just
So
the city.
Okay.
it could be less than that, but when we checked about a year ago, it was about 230. So no district or no newspaper has been able to prove that they have 400 subscribers in Jordan and within our district boundaries as a whole. And so we are not required currently by statute to have a newspaper of record.
Wait, so if the school orders like 20 newspapers from the Star Trib, does that count
No.
as a subscription? Okay. Wow, I just
Is
wondered.
that tiered? Like, Jordan has to have 400, but if you're going to a bigger school, do they only have to have 400, or is it just the same
It's
everywhere?
400,
Just everywhere, every
Everywhere.
town, no matter your size?
correct.
I can't imagine that there's not other schools that are like, there's gotta be a ton, right, that have
Yeah.
this problem
I
like
mean,
us.
Sometimes legislation doesn't keep up with how things are going. You know, probably, 20 years ago when that number was picked or whenever it probably made sense because every town had their own newspaper. You know, so, and pre-internet, I'm sure everybody got the newspaper. It's just different now.
Okay, good discussion. Any further thoughts or questions? If not, we have a motion on the floor and a second to use our website, a school district website, to publish all our legals with the caveat that if there's a legislative change, that we will default to the Henderson Independent at that time. So, and I want to thank Elise for all of the work that she did for our workshop meeting when we had all the evidence and everything presented to us. So with that, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Our investment authority falls with our superintendent and our finance director. That's standard procedure. So they're the ones that ultimately make those decisions. So I'll entertain a motion to approve our superintendent and finance director to be our investment authority.
Motion to approve.
Matt, is there a second? Chrissy, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, the next one is a topic for discussion too. Typically, our workshop meetings are held on this fourth Monday of the month. We start at 5:30. Our regular meetings start at 6:30 on the second Monday of the month. As Superintendent Evenson and I had a little discussion about, we know that many of you like to go to the concerts and have other activities. And just for purposes of having clarity, we're wondering if we should just change all of our meetings to 5:30 instead of our regular meeting at 6:30. So I guess I have to entertain a motion first, and then we can have a discussion about it. Or do you want to have a discussion first? We can
I
have a
think you have to have
discussion first.
I'll make a motion to have the discussion related to the meeting start times.
Okay, well,
And
we don't
then-
need a motion to just discuss
Just
it.
Oh, I thought we did.
5:30.
To change it to 5:30 then.
Okay, we have a motion to change the regular meeting to 5:30. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Jenny, okay. So then, now the discussion comes. How does that work with your work schedules? Does doing 5:30 make it more difficult for those of you that work out of town? And what are your thoughts?
I work in town, I think 5:30 works great, but Matt, are you in town, are you local?
Yeah, it does not affect me, but
Does,
No, I mean, it's not, I was, not personally, I was thinking of some of our guests sometime, like if they have Jordan Pride Awards, things like that, their parents may not be able to get here on time, so I don't know. That might not be a big thing, I was thinking.
Okay.
that's a good thought, though.
no, that's fair.
Because I just, we want to make sure our guests are able to attend if they have,
Okay, hold that thought a second, Matt. For the public, I want to just share that our video camera is not working. The audio is streaming live, but the video camera is not working. So our apologies to any of the public out there watching us. Hopefully you can hear us, but can't see us, so sorry about that. Okay, could you repeat your comments, Matt?
the 5:30 change could work for me. I was just more concerned about when we have guests or Jordan Pride Awards, if their parents can get here at 5:30 on time if they work out of town, but for me personally, it would be fine. That would be my only concern. But, I mean, if they can plan accordingly for that 1 or 2 evenings, then we might be able to work it out, so.
Well, or we could move the meeting time as long as it's ahead of time. Like if we have a
We
pride.
could, but the number of times a student gets a Jordan Pride Award might be once a year.
Yeah,
So,
that's the only thing I was thinking of.
yeah.
That's, other than that.
It's not like a routine 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's obviously a good point. One of the things we talked about too is, because it's obviously a priority, for the board to be present at band concerts and the plays, and I know a lot of you sometimes have to leave early even for your own children's sporting events and things. 5:30 does afford the board and our staff, when principals are presenting and different things, to be at those events as well. We can get both done. And I am aware that many districts have, the start time at 5:30. Some districts meet,
Like at 4.
yeah, so it's just a matter of, if we make the change, making sure there's that communication so people know, and it's more consistent, so, yeah, and it's come up probably the last 3 years. So we thought it would be a good time, if we're going to make a change, to have a conversation.
Chrissy, does that work with your work?
I can make it work, yeah. Just be a drive fast for me to hurry.
Corinne, you work from home?
Yeah, I
so
have no-
it's for
it's
you.
no issue
Jenny,
for me.
you can
I'm
get
done
here.
at 3:30. So it's fine.
I mean, we don't have to do this. It was just, we
Yeah.
just thought, that oftentimes some of us want to, like Superintendent Evenson said, want to get to the concerts. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's like, is this a workshop? Is this a 5:30 meeting or a 6:30 meeting?
I think it makes sense to make it consistent,
Yeah,
like whether it's 5:30 or 6:30. But 6:30 is hard because it's like if there's an event going on, then you are likely not going.
Can
Or
Kelly feed us
later.
dinner every meeting again?
I could make a PB&J with the best of them, but,
Rotated dinner.
yeah.
We can, yeah. right.
Potlucks.
Everyone signs up. Everyone signs up for like
Everybody
like
signs up
parents
for
do with their
Monday.
kids.
Yep.
fish fry, Matt.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Okay, any further discussion? If not, let's see, is that the calendar? That's the actual approval of the calendar too.
Yeah, that was
So-
later, wasn't it?
It would just have to be approved and the edits, we would have to make the
Yeah.
edits to the time.
So the school calendar that's also in our packet, this one we would make changes to. And then also there's, pardon?
You know, at the bottom thing.
Yeah, there's also a notation at the bottom that in the event of inclement weather, the meetings will be held the following day and occur at the same time, place as indicated in the official posting. That's just to cover us if, you know, if there's a blizzard and we can't get here, we don't have to wait 3 days to do another posting, so that covers us for that, so. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor and a second to change our regular meeting time to 5:30. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Our legal counsel is represented by Ratwig, Rozak, and Maloney. And the district also reserves the right, there have been times when we've had to engage with other law firms, depending on what the situation is. So the district reserves the right to work with another firm as needed. So I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Corinne, is there a second?
I'll second.
Matt, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Legal counsel authorized contacts are the board chair and the superintendent. So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a second? Chrissy, discussion?
So that just means that the only people that can contact is you and Renee?
Right, yes. Not saying that they wouldn't, if there would be a situation, that they wouldn't reach out to you and have
Yeah.
conversation with you, or if you had something that you felt needed to be addressed with our legal counsel, you would come to one of the two of us and we would take it from there, so. Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next is item 3, board member compensation. Currently, members are compensated $2,500 for the year. Chairperson gets an additional $500, vice chair an additional $3, clerk an additional $3, treasurer additional $3. Half-day meetings, less than 4 hours. Board members, these are meetings outside of regular committee meetings. These are like delegate
MSBA.
assembly, leadership conference, negotiations, any out of the ordinary, you know, it doesn't count like for calendar committee or
Scale
APAC
wouldn't
or-
count.
Or scale
But it
or
counts for
any
like
of those.
MSBA
Yes.
and the meeting we have, our
Like a
leadership
retreat.
meeting,
The
our retreat.
retreat, yep. And so it's 225 if it's a day greater than 4 hours. So I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve
Lauren,
as
is there a
presented.
second?
I'll second.
Second, Matt. Okay, discussion? I know we had a discussion last year. We are one of the lower paid boards, but considering where finances are in education, I mean, I'm fine with that, so.
I will say it also came up at delegate assembly that they wanted to have it set by the legislature, and it just was the weirdest thing because we all are a proponent of local control. We want local control. And so it eventually the question was called by, I think it was Minneapolis or something, and it failed. It didn't get momentum there either because we want to maintain local control. I think it's somewhat contradictory when you're sitting here always saying we want local control, but hey, we want you to set the compensation for the
Well, if
board.
they're gonna pay for the compensation, but I would rather take less and have it go to kids than, do you know what I mean? Like have
Well, they're
us-
not gonna pay for
Right,
it.
that's what I
They're
mean.
gonna
Yeah.
mandate what
Yeah.
it's
Right,
gonna
like
be.
I would
It'd be another one
rather
of those
not,
unfunded mandates.
right,
Right.
like I'd rather not have that,
Mm-hmm,
like unless you're gonna fund it.
mm-hmm. Oh, no, absolutely. So,
Like I'd rather have the money go to the kids.
mhm.
And this, you know.
Okay, so we have a motion and, do we have a motion?
Yes,
we
I
do.
motion.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the same compensation that we've had for the last several years signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, standing committees. Thank you to those of you that responded to my email of December 19th. So budget finance is all of the school board calendar. We put you on there, Chrissy. City school will be Matt and Lauren and myself. That'll stay the same. Corinne, you'll stay in community ed. Lauren, you'll be the alternate there. District advisory, Jenny and Deb, and facilities, which we really haven't met, Molly and me. Meet and confer, we haven't had to do that either. Molly and me. Negotiations is Matt, Deb, and Lauren. And policy is Corinne and Chrissy and me. APAC, I'm on that, and Jenny, I know you had inquired about that. They meet during the day at 1 o'clock, which I know would be difficult for yours, and there's really strict Native American rules about the number of people that can be at the meeting and in the room that are not Native, and that's so. You wanna-
Yeah, the preference, and what they recommend even from the state is that, the committees are not, made up of a majority of district people. It really needs to be our Native American community, and we are very limited in numbers that come to that. So, it really is limited to, there's like 3 of us, just because we need to not over, populate that committee. Does that make sense? So.
Having said that, if I can't go or something, I could call you up and say, okay, sounds good. Booster, Lauren, you'll stay on that, and Matt, we put you on booster. Okay, Ed Foundation, Jenny and Molly, and legislative is me, high school league is me. Lauren, you'll stay on scale. And SEAC, Molly, and Southwest, Metro, me, and Corinne, you'll be the alternate on that. So, is that a motion? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the committees.
Motion to approve the committees as presented.
Lauren? Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Molly, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, the district delegates authority to make electronic fund transfers to the district's finance director. I will entertain a motion. That's just standard procedure.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
I'll second.
Matt, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Pellsby required appointment community member, I believe that's Diane Hess. She's been for the last couple years or last year? Or 3. Okay. So it's a requirement of Pellsby, which is the licensing board for teachers, that a community member needs to serve on the committee, and Diane, a former elementary school teacher, has served in that capacity for a while, so, and she's agreed to do it again. So I will entertain a motion to approve Diane Hess as our Pellsby committee community member.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
I'll second, Jenny.
Second, Jenny. Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, where are we here?
6.2.
We did the board calendar, didn't we?
Yep.
Not
Okay,
this
we
one.
did, okay.
No, we didn't.
We didn't do the
No,
board
We didn't do the
calendar.
board calendar. You talked about it during,
Because of changing the time.
because of the
we talked
changing of
about
the
it.
time. We
Yeah.
talked about it, but we didn't
Okay,
approve it.
You can do it again.
okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the board calendar with a change to 5:30.
Motion to approve.
Corinne, is there a second?
I'll second.
Chrissy, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the other item is all of you need to fill out the confidentiality and conflict of interest policy and disclosure form that is on the table in front of you. Please disclose if you have any family members, that work for the district, and if you have any financial interests or anything like that. And then Elise will collect them at the end. Okay, consent items, we have the minutes from the December meeting, monthly finance reports. I don't believe there were any donations this month.
It was added
Oh,
this afternoon here.
okay. Sorry.
I'm so sorry that I'm-
I can see it. We have Mighty Cause for the JES backpack program, $45. High Point Network, Jessica Frederickson for esports, $500. And a huge one from the Jordan Pride Booster Club Activities Department for $80,000. Wow, thank you. Wow.
What was it for?
Activities.
They,
Search
they
it?
was asking.
Yeah, that's, I don't think they heard you, so that's why I
I would
repeated
say,
you.
what is that, like, can you share what that, like, was it for something specific or non?
No, they often make those donations and help subsidize additional coaches and things
Got it.
that aren't within the typical school budget.
Yeah.
Jordan Pride Booster Club, the same as just the Booster Club?
Yeah, it's Jordan Booster Club.
Okay.
It's a fit, but it's legally the Jordan Pride Booster Club is what the legal name of the organization is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned something new.
We are a great organization of volunteers, and I'm going to say this for the public that
Recruiting.
we need more parent volunteers in all ages, in all schools, whether it's elementary, middle, high school. If you are looking to make friends or meet new people, this is the greatest
Sign me up.
place
No,
to
I'm
do it. I have met my best friends at the elementary JES Booster Club, and I have just continued throughout my whole entire life for 20 years here in Jordan. We do a lot of fundraising, you know, for the schools, for the arts, for everything. The biggest fundraising is obviously gambling. There's a lot of people in Jordan who very much like to do pull tabs, and so there's quite a bit of the fundraising that comes from there, and it's supporting all activities in all athletics, and the $80,000 is to cover, like Renee said, things that are not covered by the district, or that need to enhance the athletic programs and boost them up. It could be for a camp. It could be for for soccer, getting a specific coach or training for goalie training, things like that. So it's just so it's not, you know, it's just one big giant lump sum in.
Thanks, Lauren.
Awesome.
Thank you. Matters of employment, we have new hires, Joshua Newman, he's a choir teacher in the middle school, came in at a BA1. Ariana Quiros is a special ed para in ELS. She came in at a lane 2, step 3. We have the retirement with great appreciation for all her years of service to Linda Nesbitt. And we will be honoring her later in the year at a retirement ceremony here. And then we have a leave of absence for Gwen Schultz, our grade 2 teacher. So I will entertain a motion to approve all the consent agenda items.
Motion to approve consent.
A second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve consent. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Review and act on the Iowa Identified Official with Authority, Superintendent Evenson.
All
That would be
right.
you.
Yes, and it actually is me. Every January, we are required by the Department of Education to identify one person in our organization that is the individual with authority responsible for authorizing, reviewing, and recertifying the user access for our local educational agency. So it's called MEGS. That's one of the places that I do that, and need to go in and authorize users so that they can submit various reports, and we can complete transactions with the Department of Education. So once this is approved, should you approve it, we're required to send this off to MDE, and then I can update everyone's access.
Okay. I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Matt. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you. 8.2, review and act on the kids' company supervisors and group leaders, community ed and rec, front desk assistant, terms and conditions update. Superintendent Evenson.
So, this past, December, I believe, we finished, with our negotiations and contracts that were slated, for the current year. We have started working on those that are, going to be expiring, June 30th. And, one of these is the kids' company Cirque front desk. This isn't, a negotiations, this is one that we take a look at and decide if we're going to do an increase. And so we have, made an increase of, 1.5, which is standard, and we will do that year 1 and year 2.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Molly, is there a second?
I'll second.
Matt, okay, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Same sign, motion carries.
Abstain.
Pardon?
I abstain.
Oh,
Landon's
yeah.
part of the CERC.
Oh,
Yep.
So
Good.
Lauren abstains. He's seasonal, but he's still does
Yes,
front
that's
desk.
good
right.
catch. Thank you. Okay, so motion carries 6-1 with 1 abstention. Lauren. Okay, MSBA Leadership Conference updates.
Okay, well, next week is the big week, and so be ready to learn and have a really full week of very good information for us as school leaders and support. Couple of things to note, Wednesday night will look different than it has in the past. Remember, the awards banquet will start at 5:30. We are all registered for all of the things, but just remembering how long it takes to get to the convention center from the hotel and all of that, to walk over together. So just so you can kind of plan your day, it's just going to be different. And then that evening there is activity at 7:30 as well after, and I believe everyone's registered for that. One of the reasons it's super important for us to be at the awards banquet is because Chair Polly will be awarded a service award of 20 years. 20 years on the Jordan board. That is amazing. So, you know, on behalf of Jordan Public Schools, on behalf of your team here, I don't even know that thank you is enough. So I want to present you with this ahead of your special moment at the awards banquet and just say, we are so grateful for you and all that you do. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Such a golfer's clap, guys. We're seeing this.
I didn't make you go up there and get these, so.
Where's your pride award?
I can start the wave if you want.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
So-
Super proud of you.
What time do we need to be there Wednesday?
It says that the banquet starts at 5:30.
And that's the first thing we need to be at is
yes.
5:30.
Yep,
Okay.
and so, and I'm gonna try to get there and get us checked in and all of the things. And I know a couple of you will be there for the finance session that whole day before that, so,
Yeah, our thing starts at 9, Matt, so,
but yeah, I think we'll start a text chain and we'll just be like, okay, it is 5 o'clock, we're gonna walk over, so.
And
Are
we're
we
in the
texting
hotel
or
that's
are we doing the
connected,
WhatsApp?
right?
'Cause-
Yeah, we're at the Hyatt, yeah.
Use the WhatsApp, so.
Yeah, because I don't
Oh,
want.
I'll
nobody-
use the WhatsApp.
I don't want somebody not getting the text.
Okay, I'll use the WhatsApp.
It's actually it's an iPhone issue. If you don't have the RRC turned on, you don't get it.
Okay,
That's the problem.
I
How
will
do you turn on the
communicate
RRC?
effectively, how about that?
I don't do
Ooh, I might be
WhatsApp.
late.
I don't even know WhatsApp is.
Okay, here, for all purposes, I will communicate with each of you individually.
No.
And
No, no,
No,
effectively, so
no,
you've
just
got
put it in the group and then somebody just like it, and then
Okay.
everybody can see it. So,
But no, I think it's gonna be a really good conference. Some of you maybe have received this, I know I got mine.
I've got mine.
I
here
just
with
got
me.
mine today.
Yeah, me too.
you just got them today? I feel like I got it last
just
week.
got
I got it
mine
last
a week or
week.
two ago.
Oh, did
No,
you?
I just got mine today.
Me too. Yeah, so it looks like there's gonna be a lot of good sessions. Also important to remember, Thursday, our very own, Cullen, Elise, and, some of our students, and I believe one more staff will be, highlighted, for the Wheels Up Wednesday. So we'll
Oh,
have to go
that's
down
cool.
and cheer them on and make them take a picture with us.
Make
and
them.
Tell them we're proud and brag them up, so.
Yes.
It should be really a good conference.
So a couple things, checking in. Like Matt and I will be there before check-in time, obviously, so
Yep.
we'll store our luggage.
I think you
Do
can
want
tell
everybody
them,
to check in on your card?
yep, all on one, it's easier for Amy. And I will try to be there as close to 3 as I can, to do that. But I know people in the past have gotten there before me, and it's fine just to say you're on the district,
Okay.
because they have guaranteed it with the district,
Okay,
so.
okay.
And this is the same hotel we were
Yep.
at last year,
Yep,
The Hyatt.
yep,
that
So
you
we
can
can
get very
walk
lost
through.
in the hallways.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Ginormous.
Yeah, but we can walk together. We'll make sure everybody gets there safely.
Because our session goes from 9 to 4, so we can check in after that.
Mhm. Yep. But I think it's gonna be great. I'm
Yeah,
really
so,
excited for it.
If you get time, look through and kind of, we try to divvy up who goes, so that we don't all go to the same breakout session, so that we can share information after, so kind of look through and see which breakout sessions you want to go to.
And I do have a spot on our admin retreat for you guys to share anything that you think would be helpful for us to know from leadership.
Okay.
It's nice that we're gonna be in town.
I actually am looking forward to that too.
And that's gonna be, it's the 24th from 8 until noon. There will be no
Yep.
lunch. We're gonna have breakfast, but no lunch.
Yep.
And we're gonna be meeting over in the,
Union.
Union, in the high school. So,
Do we know where dinner is on the 15th?
Yes.
same place it
CeeLo?
was last year,
Yeah.
but
Zelo.
Zelo.
Yep.
So on Saturday, the 24th, it's until noon, not 1?
Yep.
right.
Okay. Can you
Yep.
update the calendar? Invite says till 1, so.
Well,
I always add a little bit of extra
The
time,
calendar
just
says
so
8
you
to
know,
1.
in case we run
Yeah.
over, but
Okay.
we're shooting to be done by noon,
Got it.
so we'll leave it. Because if we are having really good conversation, we won't just be like, it's
Yeah.
noon.
And what time is dinner on the 15th? Sorry, for when we have guests?
I can resend all of that.
I just need to check my email,
Oh.
if you sent it in email.
6?
Yeah.
I have 6. I don't know if
Okay.
that's right or not.
7 PM reservation,
Thank you.
Oh.
but we typically meet and walk over.
Yep.
so.
And you guys on your own can figure out if you want to carpool or if you're just going on your own, but whatever. Any other questions about the conference? I know after the dinner on Wednesday night, they've got a social time with dueling pianos. And that will all be over in the convention center, so. And I believe that the, Skyways close at a certain time, so I'm sure that they'll probably
Yeah, I
have
feel.
that figured out.
Yeah, I feel like the last 2 years, they've worked it out with the Skyway to afford for us to walk back, because I feel like our early bird sessions were out at 9 and they kept them open until 9:30 for us. So I would assume they'll do the same, but if they don't, we'll just have to walk outside.
Okay, any questions about the conference?
So wait, what time are we meeting on the 14th?
I will resend everything so that
5:30.
you've got it in one place.
One place? All
Yeah.
right. I might be coming in late to
Yep.
that.
Good.
Okay,
Motion to adjourn.
we are adjourned.